Still got those though. I mean, in theory, I could keep the... Let's hope the little rat's made off with something. Uh-oh. Girl from the room entrance bent over near Laxmi, whispering nervously when she wasn't supposed to be there. I was going to tell you anyway, but that will be all. Leave us. So you don't want to get married, is that it? And you were so adamant that this went from your problem to your parents' problem to my problem. Well, I'm here to give it right back to you. I won't see the village's order compromised, not in times like this. Either you marry your betrothed or I exercise my full authority and have you put to death. Understand? Please, can't you just cancel the betrothal? Neither Hanu nor I want it. Do you know why this village endures when others have rebelled? It's because people here know how to bear a burden. They don't rage and burn when their son dies of sickness, or the monsoon fails to come. They accept that things are beyond their control and they carry on, as you must carry on. You're not going to get what you want. You have exactly 2 choices. Pick one and let me get on with things. Wow. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have come and grab the... Okay. Oh, I'll marry then. And then we'll try and run off. We'll try. I assume we'll have a few more options. I'll marry. If you'd only thought this through, we could have been through a bit less trouble. Next time, remember, when you fight your village, you don't win. You never win. Now get out of my house. It was the easiest thing to do. It might turn out to have been the safest thing to do. It might even be the right thing. Tanya's the rest of her life to say. Oh, that's the end of it. Oh. I thought we would have then had the option to run up. Like, I don't know what I meant to do. Was I meant to go up to the rock and hide it? I don't know. Huh. Maybe I should have just waited. You are Asher. Wasn't that the princess? You are supposed to be dead. Bhimara believes the royal family was killed by slum rioters, but Asher knows better. At Vijay's order, his confidant, the royal spy, struck the blows that slew her parents. Shyam's mercenaries prevented the rest of the retinue from escaping. Asher was small and quick enough to escape into the slums. Her old allies, the people she trusted, Uncle Avinash, Kanika, vanished that night. She is alone. For a full year, she has been alone. Starving. Can't remember if she last said anything to eat. No one can know who she is. Here we are. Hey girl, wake up! No go to sleep here anymore. Naga showed up. Look hungry. Let me just help you up. Oh, thanks. You're shaking. You sick or just hungry? No food for 3 days. So you don't have anything? He scowls and it seems to forget you're standing there. Alright, well that's not too bad. Bit of voice nibbling on a bit of hard bread. Gives you dangerous luck when you're staring. Hey you! Yeah you! Looks like you're not going to starve today after all, kid. I've no opening in that gang with whatever your name is on it. Anyone in your gang not starving, little girl? I've got use for anyone out in Naga, even kids. Especially kids, as long as they're not stupid. You aren't stupid, are you? Just get to the point. You're going to go do my begging. I'll tell you where to go and how long to stay there. You bring me everything you get, and in return, I'll make sure you'll always get enough to stay alive. You're not going to be fat, I'll tell you that much right now. But you get a little bit of bread every day, whether you get lucky or not. Guaranteed survival, kid. Can't do better out there. What kind of begging? Every so often, High Priest Ranveer hands out bread by the temple gates. Every time it's gone in 2 minutes. Your job is to go to the temple, curl up the stairs, look pathetic, wait however long it takes for the bread shipment to arrive. It might take a few days. A lot of people dropping by to make sure you don't starve. When the box comes out, you grab as many loaves as you can carry and bring them all back. You understand? No. Forget it. Seen enough starving kids to know you'll be dead before sunset. Have a nice life, little girl. I'll go find someone who wants to eat. Yeah, I'm proud. You know, these are my people. I'm not going to steal their food. Saving my strength. One day Ranveer might need it. New skin. New skin! Girl over here. You girl. Come closer. Hard to talk. What do you want? Please, need medicine. No one to help me anymore. Don't Ranveer's men pass out cures by the temple? All gone. In hours, all gone. People fight. People kill. Only the elf is strong enough to win. Please. I guess if I'll see an elf, think of you first. Yes, please. I've got food. Scraps of bread. 3 days old. I'll do a lot for food, but I'm not going to take it from a sick man. Medicine will be a gift. Bless you. Bless you. Right. Gotta go and get food. Medicine, that one. JD's man. No. Creature. Hello. Remember having a full belly of family in a place in this one. Right. We're looking for Shady Man. Kind of wary of who I'm talking to. Selling Naga liver makes you strong, makes you brave. It's easy to touch you. 5 coins per Patola. Can't get anything. What you need, kid? You got jewelry, medicine, Naga liver, no questions asked. We've got bread bait this morning. No dirt, no sawdust, just the real stuff. No thanks. Right, we're looking for medicine then. Got a little. Do I actually have a goal? Starve or don't. Northeast. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have alienated him. Philosopher. Child, listen to me. I know you can't read, but you can think, and that's all that's important. Tell me, what do you think of Ranveer's teachings? I can read. What? No, you can't. No street urchin can read. You just want one of my pamphlets to play with. Come now. I'm offering you significant respect. Least you can do is respect me in return. Actually, that's a very good point. I've just realised. If I say, no, really, I can read, he'll immediately suspect I'm not a street urchin. I think he's going to get a lot of people hurt. I think I have little to teach you, child. Ask only that you teach others. Even young as you are, you're wiser than many. But he doesn't like me. Let's not bother. Let's look now. Skeleton Man stares at the wall. He doesn't seem to notice you. Are you alright? He hugs his legs tighter to himself and continues staring at the wall. Do you want to talk about things? Nothing left to talk about. I'm done. What? You're still alive. What do you mean you're done? I'm no good to anyone, not anymore. There isn't much food left. Every day I eat means someone else doesn't. Maybe someone else's kids. Maybe someone else's wife. I can't do this anymore. I don't want you to die. Doesn't that help? I don't deserve anything. I might as well just die. Hasn't someone ever loved you? If the answer's yes, then you deserve to live. They're gone. They went first. I didn't. I thought I could. Carry their memory, because maybe no one else will. Tears run down the man's face. He seems to be wrestling with something. He seems to forget you're there. Hello. Are you sick? You look sick. Here, take this medicine. Take it. Thank you. Let's add it on. Hold on until tomorrow. Right. Oh, I don't want to face up against Judy. Let's give him. Let's go and take the medicine to the fellow. I'm so gonna get this princess killed. I'm getting everyone killed! Yay! Every character I play will die. Or have the option of dying. Go back to you. Here, take it. Thank you. Oh yeah, I could have actually handed it to the other guy. I think I remember this. I could have given it to the black market guy for food. Okay. Oh, they're arguing about whether the assassin's a boy or a girl. They must be talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I need food. I'm so hungry. I'm a fool. This is so bad, because I think this is the way I need to go, isn't it? There's a corpse up there, though. No, because I've not seen it. Can I get past? Hold up, where are you going, kid? To the temple to wait for food. So that's how you live, is it? Lazing about in the streets like a stray dog, waiting for a better man to throw you scraps? Think Ranveer wants stray dogs on his doorsteps? He only gives us food because he wants to help. And this is how you reward his kindness? Banco Mundi teaches us to make lives for ourselves, not to live on charity and handouts. Get back to the streets where you belong. Alright, that'll do. Here, girl. I've got a scrap of bread. You look like you're starving. Take it. That's it. Eat it up. You know who I am? I'm J Deep and these are my men. They may not be the most kind and understanding, but they've probably already saved your life. Without us, the Naga would have already taken everything they wanted and left the humans to starve and rot. Of course. Got an entire loaf of bread here, and I'll give it to you if you promise me one thing. If you ever see anyone who wants to tear down our order, Anyone who attacks my men or Ranvir's priests or the council's guards, come to me and you tell me everything. Promise you that and the loaf is yours. Why would someone want to work against you? That's a good question. There's two kinds of anarchists. The renegade sects who don't like that the High Priest of Bankamundi is on the council instead of one of their own priests. And then there's Naga, who aren't content with the representation their Naga councillor already gives them and wants to rule by strength alone. Lately, a priestess named Kanaka has been uniting the two of them. If anyone you know lost a home to fire recently, she might be behind it. I think things were bad enough already. I'll keep an eye out. I need the bread. That's what I like to hear. We're in this together, you know. Now run along. If anyone bothers you, let my men know about it. I have bread. I have bread. No! No! Whew! Just had a crash. What does it mean, games that crash? Is that completed? No. Alright. Whew! A man named JD was guarding the steps to the merchant district and wouldn't let me go through. He gave me some bread in exchange for my promise to report any strange things I see in the slums. Okay. Well, you're JD's man. Ah, Asher, I found you. Nightmare's over, for I finally found you. Uncle! I spent 12 months searching for you. 12 months of suffering. VJ's futile leadership. That thug Shyam's iron grip on the slums. Ranvir and his gutless, fanatical cronies. 12 months of waiting for a day we could make things better. And now that day has come. So what are we going to do? Follow me and I'll show you what I've built. Know that before long the city will ring out with your name. Bhimra will raise you up on its shoulders and rend VJ's false reign asunder. You don't know where Avinash has been or what he's been planning. However, your theme tomorrow is going to be very different from today. Okay. Continue. Well, I am trusting. It's very short. You are Bhagwan, priest and father, 38 years old. Bhagwan is an initiate to at 38? Alright. To Bankamundi's temple, that is to say, Ranvir's temple. Hailed as the voice of the poor, Ranvir is one of the most powerful and popular figures in Bhimra. So much so that Vijay offered him a seat at his council. With the help of Jaideep, a local militia captain, his believers provide food, medicine, and order to the parts of the city ignored by the nobles. Bhagwan has been a priest all his life, and while he has heard that serving Ranvir is a different and dangerous undertaking, all he knows is that it will feed and clothe his children. So far, that has been all he has needed to know. For a priest, he's studied priestly ways his entire life, and Ranvir's temple is not the first he's belonged to, okay? And I have 2 children. If I don't work, they don't eat. Your initiation has begun, Bhagwan, Ranvir himself. What you say now carries from my ears to the ears of Bankamundi. Speak from your heart. Hide nothing, for you stand in the presence of something far greater than yourself. I will speak honestly. You wish to be my priest, but that doesn't tell me much. Tell me, Bhagwan, what is the first duty of a priest? Serve the community? Ooh. Surely, if you're a priest, all 3 of these things are the same. If you're serving the community with your knowledge and wisdom, that means teaching teaching your God's wisdom, because you believe that is the most important wisdom, hence why you follow it. And that would mean by teaching the wisdom and spreading your religion, that's serving the cause of your God and your order. These are all. So the question then is, which do we do? Why do we do what we do? If we do all 3, because they're connected, which is the root, the seed? So I think to serve the cause of my God and my order. So you would be a soldier in Bankamundi's army. You can always use more of them. We're fighting a war for this city's spirit, and it's far from over. But this is not the first standard you've marched under, is it? You are priest caste, and you are not young. Whatever banner is required of me. My old order is gone. Don't want to seem that, because that might seem like he's angry. My old order is gone. Why fight for what has ceased to be? Tell me, do you wish to be more than a humble priest? My hierarchy is vast. For a man of strength and wisdom, there is much divine work to be done. When I am wise... Yeah, I quite like this one, actually. When I am wise enough in this temple's ways to qualify for advancement, I will be wise enough to decide. We will see. I have one final question. You know that when I stood where you stood, this was one small temple on a street full of them. Banca Mundi told me that this was unacceptable. She told me that there is a time and place for every message, for every course of action, and that it was long past the principles of compassion and protection. It was long past time the principles of compassion and protection reigned in these streets. I am he who heard her word and made it manifest. I know in my heart that my voice, the voice of compassion, is all that keeps these slums from boiling over. Speak honestly. If Banca Mundi appeared to you and told you to kill me, would you do it? If you believe... Here's the thing. Are we playing a priest who is a priest just because he's in the priest caste and he has to be a priest? Or are we playing as a priest who actually believes? Because the thing is, if you actually believe, surely it's the yes you would. What would you do it? I would not trust that vision. Yes, I would. I'd come to the vision and ask you what was best. Yes. A fair answer. He respects me, but he doesn't like me that much because I said I was going to kill him. From now until Banca Mundi sees otherwise, you are a servant of the city. Time to set aside your layman's duties and begin doing real priest work, yes? Go on, ask Daya what needs doing. I'll be watching you with interest. Daya. Priest Daya. You're initiated. Good. We'll talk things over later, but now I need someone to get outside and pass out bread in Priya's place. This has not been a good morning, for her or us. Priya said she saw some Naga had snuck in by the east wall, so stay away from them. Naga do not get bread rations. Now go! What do I have? I have some bread rations. Symbol of Banca Mundi. Let's talk to the priests, shall we? Priest Sumit. Oh, well, not really priestly language at all. Did you hear what they did to Prabal? Please, take a breath. Anger helps no one. Bhagwan! He's barely breathing. Prabal went out to speak in the slums, and some people thought he was carrying our medicine, and they caught him, and nearly killed him. We're trying to help these people, and they come at us like hungry animals. They're just desperate. If they weren't desperate, they wouldn't need us in the first place. Worthless. I hope the Naga eat them all. I hope the whole slum burns to the ground. Oh, right. Hello. There's always too many of them, and they're all starving. And if we won't eat some of them, they'll die, and they say terrible things. I'm sorry, Bhagwan. I always pass out bread, and today I couldn't do it. Just get some rest. You're no good to the city like this. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, Prabal's here. Can't interact with him. No, please, no. Not in the slums. Please, anywhere but... Those people hate. Priestess Chatura. A word to the wise, Bhagwan. Don't give anything to the children. They're all members of street gangs, and most of anything you give them is going to end up on the black market. What if I make them eat the bread on the spot? The condition they're in. Chances are you make them eat that much bread at once, they'll stick it back up or die. Trust me, we've tried a lot of systems, handing out a little bit of bread to each person, having them all starve to death. Making people eat it on the spot in front of all the other hungry, desperate people. Taking them away from the group to feast, and watching them get targeted later on. Nothing really works. But this is a system that doesn't work the least. It feels like it should be easier than this, doesn't it?